Hi, I'm Daniel Kosoy, and this is United 24 Media. Russian troops attacked a dormitory in Hlukhiv, Sumy region, with 2 Shahhed drones, killing at least 12 people, a child among them. According to the state emergency service, 11 people are wounded. Footage of the ongoing rescue operation was released by President Zelenskyy. 1,000 days ago, Russia attacked Ukraine, launching a full-scale invasion in one of the biggest conflicts to arise in the 21st century. Today, we remember how it started and how it continues to go on.
Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
This is a premeditated attack.
Москали, что творят, блин.
Ukraine's future is in the Euro-Atlantic family. Ukraine's future is in NATO.
Despite everything, Ukraine still holds the line, pushing back the Russian troops and launching several major counteroffensives along the way.
Короче, только что вручную разбили колонну.
The International Criminal Court has issued 2 warrants of arrest in the Ukraine situation for Vladimir Putin.
To follow the latest news from Ukraine, subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment down below. President Zelenskyy presented the resilience plan in the Verkhovna Rada. The document, consisting of 10 points, aims to fortify the country amidst the ongoing Russian invasion. The plan outlines strategic measures designed to strengthen Ukraine's internal stability and bolster its defense capabilities.
At this stage of the war, it is being decided who will push back. Either we will, or the enemy will. Ukrainians, Europeans, and everyone in the world want to live freely and not under any one dictator. This battle is not only about Pokrovsk and Kupiansk or any of our Ukrainian cities, not only about this region or that region. This battle is about the whole of Ukraine, the whole of Europe, about order or chaos for the whole world.
Unity, the front, weapons, money, energy, security, communities, human capital, cultural sovereignty, and the policy for heroes. These are all the points of the resilience plan. The front, for instance, means changing approaches to management in the army. Weapons, the increased weapons production in Ukraine. According to Zelenskyy, the country will produce at least 30,000 long-range drones next year, as well as 3,000 cruise and drone missiles. The security point proposes strengthening the state border, modernization of shelter standards, installation of metal detectors at the entrance to all schools and other public buildings. The number of North Korean troops stationed in Russia could grow up to 100,000, stated President Zelenskyy during a European Parliament meeting commemorating the 1,000 days of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Kyiv warned its Western allies that North Korea continues to bolster the invasion.
Putin has brought 11,000 North Korean troops to Ukraine's borders. This contingent may grow to 100,000. While some European leaders think about, some elections or something like this at Ukraine's expense, Putin is focused on winning this war. He will not stop on his own. The more time he has, the worse the conditions become. Every today is the best moment to push Russia harder, and it's clear without certain key factors, Russia will lack real motivation to engage in meaningful negotiations.
Meanwhile, on Monday, during the Security Council meeting, several details were shared regarding North Korea's increasing role in the ongoing Russian war in Ukraine, particularly DPRK's deepening military support of Moscow.
The DPRK is estimated to have shipped about 20,000 containers to Russia since August of last year. This amount of giant shipping containers could carry as many as 9.4 million artillery shells. Yet no one knows how many more munitions will be on the way from the DPRK. Among the some 200 munitions factories in North Korea, those factories producing weapons shipped to Russia are now running at full capacity.
Among other things, South Korea confirmed that North Korean troops have been officially deployed in Russia, marking the first time since the Korean War that North Korean forces are engaged in combat. The U.S. will announce additional security assistance for Ukraine in the coming days. This was reported by U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, during a meeting of the Security Council. The session marked 1,000 days since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The ambassador underlined that Russia continues to lie about its actions.
1,001 days ago, Russia's representative told us to our face there would be no invasion. As the world watched live broadcasts of Russian forces and tanks crossing into Ukrainian territory and Russian missiles raining down on Kyiv, he continued to insist in this council there was nothing to see here. The lies continued. We were told that no North Koreans were deploying through Russia. Now North Koreans are fighting on Russia's front lines under the command of the Russian military. All the while, this chamber has been flooded with slurs and baseless accusations against Ukraine's democratically elected leaders.
Among those who attended the meeting was the Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Andriy Sybiha. He reminded the Council that Russian aggression against Ukraine has been ongoing for more than 10 years. Since that time, Moscow has violated about 400 international agreements. Sybiha also emphasized the importance of Ukraine's ability to strike military targets on Russian territory.
The longer Ukraine can strike, the shorter the war will be. And our Ukraine's position has always been clear. We have a full right to strike military targets on the territory of Russia. It is our legitimate right, and it will save our lives of our civilians. It could have a very positive impact on the situation on the battlefield.
Ukraine will need more aid and more money in order to prevail over Russia. This was stated by NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte before a meeting with the Ministers of Foreign Affairs of the European Union. He also mentioned the importance of ramping up the defense industry, adding that NATO and the EU are working closely together to make sure that the defense industrial base will be strengthened over the coming months.
Today marks 1,000 days of the full Russian onslaught, the unprovoked full Russian onslaught on Ukraine. So today we'll discuss how we can help Ukraine to prevail. That means more aid, more money, and we have to make available to them, particularly now that the North Koreans have come on board. And we know that China is helping Russia with the war effort. We know that Iran is supporting Russia with the war effort.
Ukraine carried out a precision strike on a major ammunition depot in the Bryansk region in the early hours of November 19th. This was confirmed by the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The defenders targeted a military arsenal near the town of Karachiv, roughly 115 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. The arsenal was believed to have held artillery ammunition, including North Korean munitions, guided bombs, anti-aircraft missiles, and rocket launcher shells, according to Andriy Kovalenko, head of the Ukrainian Center for Countering Disinformation. Russian media outlet Astra published multiple reports of explosions and flashes of lights in the area near Karachiv. According to the journalist Yuri Butusov, this is thought to be the first strike on a military target on Russian territory using a US-manufactured weapon, reportedly ATACMS ballistic missiles. However, the statement has not been confirmed by the Ukrainian armed forces. That's it for today. We're Unite 24 Media. Thank you for being with us, and I'll see you tomorrow.